everybody, Suze here. Welcome back to another video. And guys, today we have episode 22 of Building Kamino in Lego. Guys, I'm super stoked to bring this week's episode to you because of the fact that we got a lot of progress done. Before continuing, of course, you guys know the drill. Huge thank you to our series sponsor, Minifix for You. David has generously sent me some awesome Kamino style clothes as well as some other clones that, of course, will be in the Battle of Kamino in the final project. So huge thank you to David. Link to Minifix for You if you want to get some awesome custom clones. I highly recommend you check him out. Link will be in the description below, of course. And with that being said, I'm super excited to bring this week's episode to you because I got a lot of progress done. Most of it was, of course, in the actual interior of the Capitol building. And I'm really excited because of the fact that I wasn't expecting to get that much done, and I got a lot more finished than I was expecting. So I'm actually excited about that as well. I got some waves put into the water. I know you guys have been really excited and really wanting me to start up the waves so the water didn't look as flat. And I started prototyping this week. Nothing is final, of course, because that's the hence of prototyping. So I am liking how it's looking. I may change a few things to kind of give it a bit more height. But other than that, I'm really excited to bring this week's episode to you. So without ado, let's get right on to today's episode. Okay guys, so starting off this week's episode, I do have a package to show you all. If you guys have remembered in the past couple of segments, I've stated that I had some parts coming in, or at least studs coming in from a bunch of awesome friends. And, well, of course, we have a package right here. So, my buddy Matt, or Bricktail Studios, as he's known over on YouTube and Instagram, he basically messaged me saying that he found some awesome water studs on the pad wall, and he would love to help if he could. I, of course, was all open to it because of the fact that, PAB is definitely the easiest way to get water studs instead of paying a enormous price over on Bricklink. So he was able to get me 5 PAB cups, which I'm really excited, hence the big box, I guess you could say. And yeah, I'm actually really excited. Again, Matt is a fellow member of Empire Lug as well as a great friend, so definitely go check him out. Again, all links in the description will be provided. Of course, we do have the package, so I'm going to get this bad boy open. Okay, so with the package being opened, of course, we do have some protection. Of course, Matt was very helpful in this regard. He actually told me something very funny when he was putting them all in bags that it kind of exploded. So he did have to put them in smaller bags, but honestly, that's not that big a deal because we have some awesome water studs. So putting that off to the side, again, such an awesome amount of water studs. This is 5 PAB cups. They're actually pretty cool because of the fact that they're in the whole Lego bricks and pieces bags. But yeah, so I'm actually really excited. Of course, since I just got these, there will not be any time lapse with water studs and stacking and stuff like that. So with that being said, yeah, I'm super happy. Again, huge thank you to Matt for the help on this. Links will be provided in the description below, and I will see you guys right with the rest of Kamino. And yeah, this is what Kamino is looking like this week, of course, giving the overview shot, and this mock just keeps looking more epic and more epic. Like, I can't stop awing at the mock. This really is coming along really nicely together. Again, huge thank you to Matt for sending those awesome studs so I can actually kind of fill in more area. Again, I think there was like 5 PAB cups worth of studs, so we should be able to fill up a decent amount of area. On top of that, my buddy Noah, he actually already shipped this, so I'll be getting about 20,000 more water studs. My hope is to actually finish the water and get it completely done, because we only need like these 6 base plates and then this, roughly half of a base plate, which seems like a lot, but honestly, 5 PAB cups plus 20,000 should be enough. And if it's not, I'm just gonna crawl up in a pile and cry. No, but seriously though, it should be enough. Again, huge thank you to Matt for helping me out with the water studs. And first off, before we get into the actual interior part, I did start working on waves. Again, they aren't final. The main reason why I say that is because of the fact that I kind of want to get a bit more height to them, because they look fine now, but I feel like, with the height of the actual mock, I feel like adding maybe a couple extra layers to give it a bit more height might end up looking better. As well as I do need to pick up some more cheese slopes of the just trans clear pieces to kind of give it the foamy part of the waves. Also, I do think what I'm going to end up doing is kind of just connecting some of these because they look fine, in my opinion. I think they look nice. But honestly, I kind of want to make the waves a bit longer and stuff like that and more connected. So for instance, I'm probably going to end up connecting these two, connecting those two, and maybe extending that one a bit farther, and same with kind of these. That is the idea. Probably going to be picking up some more trans pieces soon. This was of course, just kind of getting started and prototyping how they look. And honestly, it looks really nice, especially compared to the water studs below. Of course, for the Vulture Droid right there, that is going to be kind of like where it actually is going to be in the final look of the mock. And so the idea, of course, is to have waves kind of just trailing behind it, because this is near the water, and it's going to make ripples and waves. And so I kind of like the idea of having like these two kind of connected. So the idea of the Vulture Droid kind of just swinging in and kind of just continuing onward. So I kind of like that idea. I want to see what you guys think. Again, I do need to get some more trans clear pieces to add a bit more foam to it, because like it does add a bit more pop out. But that was kind of just a side project for this week. The main project, of course, was this whole area right here. So as you guys could see, I have finally started on the actual interior part, not really kind of just building the outline and stuff like that. And this thing is looking great, in my opinion, because of the fact that, I don't know, like, it's just super cool to see, what this thing looks like with actual objects and interior portions of the mock. And this thing is just looking great. Of course, I do kind of have this trim going around the bottom of it. That's kind of what it looks like in the actual Kamino, I guess, episode, or in just general. And honestly, also, don't mind the two blue parts right there. I actually ran out of these key pieces. They're actually really useful, in my opinion. They kind of just, it's kind of like a corner slope and stuff like that, and I kind of ran out of the dark bluish gray ones, and the only ones I had on hand was the light blue, so I kind of just placed them in there kind of as placeholders. They will, of course, be changed out to the actual color soon. Also, on the rims there are going to be like cheese slopes kind of going around to kind of give it a more fleshed out look, and it just comes out really nice. Something that you, of course, can already see is I added lights. So without all ado, let's turn on those lights right there. So this is actually something I was really excited to start up, because of the fact that, you do have all the lights on the actual mock, but there's not really lights that I've started in the actual base. So I, of course, did added some lights. Originally, they were going to be like a light blue or dark blue kind of shining on it, and it looked fine and all. But I was like realizing, this is going to be the Battle of Kamino. This isn't going to be normal day. So everything's going to be kind of on like high alert, red alert, and stuff like that. So I switched them out with red tiles to kind of give it that, high alert look. And that just looks fantastic. In my opinion, this is like one of my favorite shots so far. And yeah, it just looks great. You, of course, have two red lights kind of on that side, as well as two on this side. And it just gives such a nice glow. Now, of course, in the final product, these wires and stuff like that will not be showing. They'll be covered by the wall. It's just kind of, without anything blocking it. It's kind of just crazy with all the wires. Another sad thing is I did run out of lights. I do have a lot of connectors and wires and stuff like that, but I am completely out of lights. So I'm going to have to make an order soon. That way I can kind of just finish the lights on there. Sadly, I didn't get to adding lights over there because of the fact that I did run out. So just need those. And of course, there are going to be a few other lights probably in here, or this room right here, maybe out there. Now, something I do want to point out, there are going to be lights in here. And this was kind of like the big thing that I wasn't expecting to do this week. But I was like, you know what? I want to continue working on the interior, and this is the actual column that I've been working on Stud.io for like a month. I've actually had this built over in Stud.io for a while now, and I really like how it came out, actually. Like, in Stud.io, it looked fine. I, of course, did base this off of the columns in the actual hanger, so I'm actually really happy with how this looks. It's got some unique curving to it. And I really like how it popped out. Originally, it was all supposed to be light gray, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw in some extra colors to kind of pop out a bit nicely. And honestly, I really like how that looks. Of course, this is bigger than the gunship, or taller in that way, so this can kind of just fit right there. And yeah, it's really not that hard to build, actually. Like, a lot of it is just bricks and stuff, and a few curved slopes. But other than that, on the back side, as you guys can see, there are some things right here. The idea is the red lights kind of just seeping right there. Since I ran out, I didn't get to light them up, so hopefully in the next couple weeks I can actually get that lit, so it can have some shining lights seeping on that side as well. Something I do want to point out, again, this is very easy to build, and I totally could put another one right there, but I wanted to get your thought process on this, because this actually looks really nice having it completely open, because of course this isn't minifig scale, and I'm kind of trying to keep it as open as it possibly can. And this was kind of my idea, like, for instance, maybe this was actually just one square of the actual capital, so maybe the rest of the part of the hangar is actually right here. So the idea is actually just having this column right here and having this open area. And honestly, I feel like it'll look a lot nicer. And I don't know, I want to get you guys' opinion. Again, that was originally the spot where the second one was going to be going. So if you guys really want me to build another one, it isn't hard, but let me know. Again, I just feel like it looks a lot nicer just having the one here and kind of having the overlay on top. So that was the big portion of this week's progress. Of course, getting this built, as well as a little bit of tiling done. I do need to order a bunch more tiles to actually finish that up. But yeah, I'm really liking how this is coming along. Again, that just looks great in my opinion, as well as with the whole doorway and having those lights in there. It just looks fantastic. With next week's goal, I do want to start working on maybe the hallway right here. I haven't figured out if I'm going to be making it light gray or white. White seems to be the better look for the hallways and stuff like that, so probably going to end up doing that, and maybe build up some walls right there. It's probably not going to be that difficult, but I wanted to get you guys' opinions, because I didn't want to make it in white and say, oh, it should have been in gray, or vice versa. So that being said, I am proud of this progress of this week, and yeah, let's get out to the outro. And that was this week's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, show some love by smashing that like button. Again, I'm really loving how Kamino's coming along, especially with the continuation of the actual interior. It just looks so much nicer and a bit more like finished looking, like the whole platforms and stuff like that. And I'm just super happy with how this mock is coming along. And I do want to get your guys' feedback on the waves, as well as what you guys think. Again, I still prefer having like the one column. Again, it isn't hard. It's not that hard of a build, as well as it doesn't take a lot of parts. It's mainly just bricks and curved slopes. So I do like how it came out, and I totally could build a second one. But honestly, I kind of like the open space right there. Of course, there will be a wall kind of like right past the gunship. That way, the ceiling can hold up, of course. But honestly, I really like the idea of kind of just having the one column, giving it that feel that, oh, the hangar actually does extend and is much larger. It's just, of course, it extends past the black border. So I really want to get you guys' thought process on that, as well as what you guys think of those lights, because more lights definitely gives the mock a bit more life, and I feel like it looks so much nice, especially that doorway with the Fives figure. I think that's probably one of my favorite shots throughout this, and yeah, I just want to get you guys' thoughts process on this. And again, if you're new to this channel, definitely subscribe. We have some awesome content coming down the road, especially of a new series coming this week. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.